think your leadership style impacted that culture? Because not all leaders naturally go out and celebrate success and celebrate teams. And I know that's a big part of what drives you and what motivates you is team, right? And also around discipline and, you know, protecting the company from risk. That's a big part of you. How do you think that then was a good fit for the company?
I'm certainly not the extroverted, charismatic type leader. Well, Alicia, you know, you're very familiar with my profile. I am quite introverted. I'm quite thoughtful. I think what I bring to that is it's about everyone else's success for me. And I think one thing that an introverted type of leader can bring is a quiet will about some things. In particular, those things that we've spoken about, the importance of foundations, of those central foundations, the importance of rigor around the process. It's been an interesting self-reflection for me, but I actually look back on my career and think, yeah, you had a really quiet will around those things. Persistence around those things.
A calm, patient and persistent.
Yeah, and it was actually a really important thing in our business to have that type of leadership style. We had been founded by this extraordinary entrepreneur, Paul Cave, and a really big part of Bridge Climb was actually the mythology around that story of how the business came to be and the values that we had taken on from Paul. So Paul was very much the story of the business, quite rightly so. And our team members were the story. For the customers, the most important person to them was their client leader. And then the people they met in the base all the way through. All of the rest of us were in support roles. It's really interesting. I think in the early part of my career when I started in rides operations, it was very much command and control. But by the time I'd been blooded and fallen over a few times and had gone through a number of different roles, I think it became much more about being in service. And I really resonate with that idea that you're actually in service as a leader, and the more responsibility you have, or the more things you're in service to. And it becomes something quite important to focus on. And if you're in service, it does become about the customer, the team. What's this all about? And then you bring your introversion and your quiet, reflective thinking and all your evidence stuff to really identifying what is important.
But I think it's really interesting because I think a lot of people, as you said earlier, think of that, you know, leader, CEO of the business, they have to be an extrovert, they've got to be a very dominant individual, very proactive, a little bit command control style of persuasive, gregarious. People have that sort of perception, but that's actually not the right environment, especially for an organization that is built around safety. You think about Bridge Climb, safety first, right? You had is the concept, nothing must fall.
Nothing shall fall, which becomes a simple principle that you can give people a cause for safety. Sometimes the struggle with getting a strong safety culture is just creating the strong purpose, reason, cause around that so that people actually want to give their personal responsibility and accountability to it. So for us, it was nothing shall fall, because if something fell...
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like or comment below. If you want to find out what drives and motivates you, click the link in the comments below and take the free Predictive Index Behavioural Assessment and find out what drives and motivates you today.